And then we have Teresa Freeman, Marjorie Mickles, and Christopher, is it Rian? Yes. Okay, good. So without further ado, I will leave the stage for Rick. Oh, by the way, I'm Pheobe Thomas Sorgen. I'm on the board here and on the open mic team, and Evie back there with the elegant brown hat is also on the open mic team. And Tom over there is our featured artist tonight. He'll perform after Evely. And we'll start with Rick.
Hello, my first song is a band song. Virgil Kane is the name, and I served on the Danville train. To Stoneman's Cabaret came and tore up the tracks again. In the winter of '65, we were hungry, just barely alive. I built a tent as Richmond it fell. It was a time I remember oh so well. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the people were singing. They went na 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 na. Na 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 na. My wife in Tennessee, when one day she calls to me, Virgil, quick come see, there goes a Robert E. Lee. Now I don't mind chopping wood, and I don't care if the money's no good. You take what you need and you leave the rest. They should never have taken the very best. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the people were singing. They went na 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 na. Like my father before me, I'm a working man. Like my brother who loved me and took up a rebel stand. He was just 18, proud and brave, but a Yankee laid him in his grave. I swore by the blood below my feet, you can't raise a cane back up when he's in defeat. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the people were singing. They went na 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 na. Thank you.
So Teresa wants to wait. She has some friends who are going to come, so she doesn't want to go next. So I'm going to go next, and then Marjorie, and no. So we do Sing for Justice and Peace outside on the second Fridays from just an hour from 5 to 6, led by Marjorie, who plays accordion. And I'm thinking, if she's ever not available, I better get ready. I better learn how to play this thing and be able to lead some protest songs. So it's a protest, sing along, open mic protest for justice and peace locally and globally. And please come whether you like to sing or not. You can beat a drum or a tambourine or just hold a protest sign. You can bring one, and we may have some extras if you don't want to bring one. Marjorie usually brings some folding chairs. You can bring one if you want to make sure you have a place to sit. And yeah, we'd love to see you there, second Fridays. Oh, I didn't tell you where it is. 1305 University Avenue between Acton and Bonar, in front of the bike path. So there's an African-American church there. It doesn't really look like a church, but there's a big sign that says The Way. So look for the sign that says The Way, and we'll be right beside there. And it's a lot of fun because there's a lot of traffic on Friday evenings. And the cars, they're always honking and beeping and giving us the thumbs up and the fists up and so forth. And is that Karen who came in? Yay! Hi, Karen. So glad to see you. And if either of you want to sign up to perform, the clipboard is over there on the table. So we're going to try this as a sing-along down by the riverside, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, yes, please, please sing with me. I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the war no more. I ain't gonna study 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 war no more. I'm going to join friends and family down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna join friends and family down by the riverside. Gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. No more. I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. I'm gonna drink that milk and honey down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna drink that milk and honey down by the riverside. Ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. No more. I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ta-da! All right, come on up here, Marjorie, and show them how it's done. I suppose my voice a little bit. I'm a boomer. And I think I was in the very first year of the boomers. 1946, I was born. And I was in my mother's womb when those bombs went off. Nagasaki in August 6th and August 9th of 1945. And we just commemorated that a little bit ago. And I kept thinking of this song. It's written by David Rovix called Hiroshima.
So that's what I'm. So see if my fingers still work after all these years. They don't. They're not so good on the tips anymore. They're kind of hard sometimes. 10,000 children played in the playground, swinging on swings, didn't hear the sound of the single plane that flew overhead. The third shift workers were just going to bed. There was a flash of light and a rumbling noise, gone in an instant. Parents, girls, and boys. 10,000 mothers were boiling their rice. 1,000 prisoners of war were rolling their dice, hoping they'd survive this terrible storm. When each young man in his uniform vanished in the air in a blink of an eye. One moment they lived, I'm sorry, and next they all died. Hiroshima, 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 Hiroshima. 10,000 chickens were sitting on eggs, resting their wings and rusting their legs. 10,000 farmers were looking out their fields, planning the harvest and guessing at yields, dreaming of life after the war. The next second they weren't living no more. Hiroshima, 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 Hiroshima. Ten 10,000 lovers made love to each other, each one of them thinking they might not get another. Living so long with death everywhere, much more than one person alone can ever bear. But there wasn't time for a final kiss. Who could have known it would end like this? Hiroshima, Hiroshima, Hiroshima. 100,000 people were living their lives, grandparents, children, fathers and wives. Now they're just shadows on the street in such a quick burst of incredible heat. Now listen to them talk about doing it again. From whence came the souls of these terrible men? Hiroshima. Are we going to get rid of nuclear bombs and nuclear weapons, nuclear war? Anyway, so sing Hiroshima with me. Hiroshima. Thank you. David Rovics.
Oh, David Rovics wrote it.
And
Okay.
David, I've known him for 25 years at least now, for all the stuff that's gone on in the world since then. You know, when I met him, it was the Iraq War. We were, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Very powerful. And hey, Tom, I heard your powerful voice. Don't you want to sign up for a slot? You can sing a cappella or whatever. We would love to hear your voice. Relaxing. Hey, did you know today is National Relaxation Day? it, it is, really. Yeah. So next up, well, Teresa, do you want to go next? Because I think your friends arrived. Okay.
This one? This one. All right. I'm going to, I kind of move around, so probably want to. I probably can't hold it either. So just talk loud. I don't know. I'll talk loud. Anyway, oh, okay, Linda. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Love you so much. Another day in this hellhole. I swear to God, Lulu, you are buggy. I see the bugs, the headlights are running across your bangs. You have so many bugs. I just see them running across. What do you mean you don't have bugs? We've all got bugs. It's an epidemic of headlice in our town. 1954, or perhaps 55, I don't know, but we had them 2 years running. So the second year when we went to school, oh my goodness, it was in the fall, and we all knew that we were in trouble because our heads were bleeding. The bugs were running across our foreheads. We had a real problem because no matter how many times we cleaned our head out, they still kept coming back and back and back. And we all knew that there was one red-headed girl who didn't clean her hair out. And I knew this girl because she was in my gang. She was in my section of the gang. And she had waist-long Rita Hayworth hair down to her feet. And she also was just the most curious girl. I mean, in our gang, we had, a bunch, and we always had to listen to the the older girls told us what to do. And so this particular day, when we went to school, we knew that the jig was really up in our town. Because into school, we all were in classroom, and in came these women that looked like, we all go, oh, this is the government. Government workers are here. And these 4 women came in, little short women, and they had big tan trench coats on. And they were all carrying boxes, and they had short hair. And they even had on thick black shoes with that they lace up, and we thought they must have stopped at the convent and gotten them from the nuns before they came to school. So we're all sitting there, and they had these boxes on the table. There were 4 of them, and they said, "You kids, listen up." We looked at these small little women and go, huh, who the hell are these women think? Who are they talking to? So they finally got us to calm down by telling us they were closing the school for a week and that we all had to go home and clean our hair with Kubriks and a fine-tooth comb that we had to drag through our hair and take the nits off of our hair. Well, this was a problem for me. I had just dyed my hair completely bleach blonde, and it was stuck up to here. And I was so mad because I knew that putting the Kuprex on my hair was going to just break it off and make it fall out. I mean, really. I was going to look like a moron. My hair would be like this. But anyway, that's what had to happen. So we were sitting there, and the nurses dragged us up one by one, form a line. And she said, "Now, how many people are in your family?" Silence. No, you don't have to tell me their names, she said. "Just how many people sleep in your house?" Nobody said a word. Who's going to answer that question? And finally she said, "Oh, We don't want their names. We don't want anybody's name. Just give me a number. We're going to give you this medicine to clean your hair out. And you have to have enough medicine for your mother and your father. And then you have to comb their hair out. And then you have to wait 5 days and do it again. So you're going to get a big shopping bag of this Cuprex, and you're going to go home. And we're like, what the hell are they talking about? This is not going to go well. They're sending us home to clean out our parents' hair. Our parents are, where are they? We don't really know. We maybe can write a note like, Mom, the school says you got to take the bugs out of your hair. And we got to clean the bugs out of our hair. So this all became a big mystery because finally, when the gang met after school that day to have the upper grade girls look at our bags to make sure we had enough Cuprex. And the upper grade girls said, all right, you little monsters, go home, you do your mother and your father, and we're going, everyone, no one will want to do this. You better do, you little bastard, you better come back. You know, they really were tough on us, the older girls. So this was going to go very bad. And they looked at our section and they said, and you kids, that girl with the red hair, you better get her this time because everybody knew her red head lice had been spotted in the Irish girl's blonde hair. And it was impossible. They couldn't come from anywhere else. So it was terrible. This one girl with the long hair. Okay, so it was on. We waited and we waited. It's a Saturday morning and we had to make a plan to go to her house. And we knew it was going to be terrible. She had a pet rat or mouse. We don't even know what it was. It was always running around her body and in her pockets, and we didn't know. We only knew about the rat because she had stolen a bird cage when we were downtown one day, and then we were all in the cop station because she had stolen a bird cage for her rat. We're going, what the hell, you know, like, you could have told us you had a rat and you were stealing a bird cage, and now we're all in trouble with the cops. So anyway, we went to her house Saturday morning. June, Judy, me, Linda, Kathy. Lulu, come on out. Come on out, Lulu. Come on out. Come on out. Well, she came out, you know, and she was rubbing her eyes. She had her flannel pajamas on. She always wore really big clothes. And she came down and we said, well, yeah, we're going to go down the lake. We're going to go swimming and all of that, you know. And we're like really trying to figure out how we were going to, you know, we had figured out who was going to grab her first, but it wasn't going the way we planned. Because, you know, everybody was like, oh, no, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do it? So everybody finally grabbed her. Somebody got a leg. All right, get her, leg, all that. So the hair. The hair is all in the back. Oh, my God, the hair. I jumped up. I'm behind her. Oh, my God. Get all this hair. Hold her. Oh, my God, the rat. The rat is dead. The blood. Oh, my God, the rat. So anyway, I got the hair. And I cut it. I run like hell. And I look back. Oh, my God. She's covered with the rat's blood. And it was sad. And I got away. And I sat by the tree where all the dogs piss. I love that spot. And I sat there and I said, what did I do? I got the hair. I don't know what the hell's going on. I had to go back to the candy store, meet up with all the rest of the gang, and I wasn't the only one that brought back hair. And we stood there, and we looked at each other, and the older girls are going, damn straight. You done good, kid. The older kids are like, you done good. You done real good. And we're sitting there going, what the hell did we do? What did we do? And we all kind of felt disgusted and sick. But the older girls were proud of us and said we had done good, done right, done the best thing, for all of us. Now we weren't going to have headlights anymore. And I had the hair, and I said, well, this is the most screwed up friggin' thing I ever seen in my life. I don't even know what to think here. I didn't know what to think. As I looked at all my friends and we looked at each other, we didn't know what to think. So what I did, I looked at that red hair and I said, this is the damn closest I'll ever get to Rita Hayworth hair in my whole life. This is all right. I got red Rita Hayworth hair. And somehow that made me feel okay. Linda is grateful that that little girl got to tell that story. It's one that bothered her whole life. And I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where you had to do something like that when you were little. But anyway, Glinda's happy, and thank you for listening.
Yay, Teresa. And Rick. Thank you, Rick, for performing. Loved it. Yeah. Teresa, look down. Is that a napkin in your bodice, or are you happy to see me? Reminds me of, I trained vocally, I trained in opera, and a few times I got to sing solo with a full symphony orchestra, 100 instruments. And the first time that happened, I was so nervous. And I wore this gown kind of like that, low cut. And I put a pair of socks in each bra, to really have the cleavage. And then I wasn't nervous because I imagined that when I bowed that they would fall out and everybody would laugh, and it took away my nervousness. That didn't happen, yeah. Let's see, next we have Chris. Chris Ryan, come on up. Did I pronounce your name right, Ryan or Rian? Rin. Chris, welcome. Chris has attended some open mics, but I think this is the first time you've come up on stage, so welcome.
Thank you. Hello. Right. Thank you, Evelie. My name is Chris, and what's going on is the way that I can participate is to talk in this case, and so that's why I am talking, because that's what I can do. So I'm doing what I can do. and that's kind of comforting to be involved in sharing and participating. Phoebe was kind enough to suggest that I come here and participate. So the participation involves a couple of things for me. It's there's some like a feeling and reaction on my part, and also a obligation for entertainment purposes. So I'm noticing that. I'm taking the opportunity to notice how I function up here. Phoebe reassured me that it's not going to be as boring as what I had imagined, because you've never seen me up here before, so it's new to you. I'm new, and so I'm good enough. I was just talking to Tom, and he says, "You're good enough. You're good enough to go up there and to talk into this thing and participate." So I think I'm finished, but well, thank you for clapping. And thank you for the pizza. Real pizza. The pizza's really good. I need to settle down after this.
So Chris did something that was not relaxing. He had the courage to get up here. And one little trick, if somebody has stage fright or they're a little nervous, is to imagine the audience all sitting there naked, except for wearing polka-dotted cowboy boots and striped top hats. So it makes the audience kind of silly, and it takes the power away of fearing judgment. And so there's something to be said for authenticity, naming how you're feeling and noticing it and naming it. And then there's the other approach, fake it till you make it. So you could try both. Thank you, Chris. And now we're going to hear from Evelie. Yeah. After Evelie, I have some announcements, and then we'll hear from our featured artist, Tom Rutterow.
Okay. Thank you. So that beep means that probably a battery needs to be changed on the fire alarm. That's my feeling. So just ignore it for now, because we don't have a fire going. Okay, here we go. Well, I came upon a child of God walking along the road, and I asked him, "Where are you going?" This he told me. He said, "I'm going on down to Yasker's farm, gonna join in a rock and roll band. I'm gonna camp out on the land and try and get my soul free. We are stardust, everybody. We are golden, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden, back to the garden." Well, can I walk beside you? I have come here to lose the smog, and I feel as if I'm a cog in something turning. Well, maybe it's just the time of man, and maybe it's the time of woman, but I don't know who I am, and life is for learning. We are stardust, we are golden, we are golden, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden, back to the garden. By the time we got to Woodstock, we were 500,000 strong, and everywhere there was song and celebration. Well, I dreamed I saw those bombers riding shotgun in the sky, and those bombers were turning into butterflies across our nation. We are stardust, billion-year-old carbon. We are golden, caught in the devil's bargain, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden, back to the garden, and we've got to get ourselves back, back, back to the garden. Let's get back to the garden, everybody. Thank you.
So, announcements. Let's see. Tomorrow, right here at 7:30, there's going to be a fantastic concert. Pollyanna Bush with several other amazing musicians, including two cohorts of Bobby McFerrin, who are David Worm and Brian Dyer and Renee Ben Melech. It's going to be an amazing concert at 7:30. Tickets are $25 at the door or $20 in advance, and the name of the concert is Song Medicine. And then Sunday morning, come back at 10:30 for our service. What's not to love? We got inspiring words, inspiring music, lovely community, and lunch afterwards. And the theme this Sunday is Love in the Long Days. And the preacher is Prince Muraguri. His first name is Prince, and he's a member here from Kenya. When he was in grad school at UC Berkeley, he joined, and now he's back in Kenya, so he'll be here by Zoom. And he's preached before, he's really good. Then Sunday night, we have, Sunday after lunch, we have our monthly Social Justice Committee meeting, and everybody's welcome at that. And it's the Social Justice Committee that sponsors the open mics. Sunday night, we have an interesting program, our Red and Green podcast, panel discussion on the theme of Stop the Billionaires. Yeah. And that's not actually us, it's an outside group that rented our hall, but hey, more power to them. Sunday night, the Red and Green podcast, I think it's 7 Sunday night. And then I already mentioned Second Fridays, 5 to 6, Sing for Justice and Peace out on University Avenue. Oh, here we go. Seeds of Resistance, a fundraiser to feed Gaza. That's Saturday, August 23rd from 2 to 5:30 right here. Healthcare workers for Palestine raising funds, and there'll be Palestinian food. I think a family actually from Gaza is going to be cooking. And arts and crafts, raffle, and so forth. And then all the Fridays other than third Fridays when we have our open mics, and by the way, the next in September, it's Hallie Hammer, who's very popular. She'll be the host in September. The featured artist has not confirmed yet, but she'll be the host and she'll perform also. But other Fridays, we have dancing here, freestyle dancing, no shoes, and I see my friend Judith is a dancer. Yeah, lots of fun. No fragrance, no shoes, unless it's like sock feet or shoes that are only worn indoors, and really good DJ music. Lots of fun way to stay in shape. And then we have, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's enough. All right, are we ready to hear Tom Ritterow? Yeah, I am. Yes, Karen? Oh, all right, Karen's going to tell a joke while Tom's tuning and so forth.
Hi, everyone. I hope you're having a good time. I'm Karen. This woman takes her husband to see a psychiatrist because he thinks he's a chicken. And so the psychiatrist says, well, you know, how can I help you? What can I do for you? And she says, well, my husband does think he's a chicken. Is there anything we can do about it? And the husband pipes up and he says, no, I don't want to change. I don't want anything done about it. And the doctor says, are you sure? And he says, well, I would, but we need the eggs.
Okay, I'll tell a joke too. And thank you, Karen. Love it. And a reminder that Barbara's up after Tom. So you may have heard this joke, but I've changed it up a little bit. So Cheney approached Trump, and he said, you know, we have a lot in common. I think we should get to know each other better. I'll tell you what, I'll go golfing with you if you go hunting with me first. So they went out in the middle of this forest, just the two of them hunting. And then all of a sudden, Trump just keeled over, flat on the ground. And Cheney was really panicking, like, I don't know what to do. I think he's dead. He's perfectly still and quiet. So Cheney called 911 and he said, I'm out in the middle of nowhere in a forest hunting, and my partner, my hunting partner, just dropped to the ground, and I think he's dead. What do I do? And the operator said, well, the first thing to do, take a deep breath, calm down, and then make sure he's dead, and then we'll go from there. Okay, hold on. Bang. Yeah, he's dead. I made sure he's dead.
It's great. Hi there. Here we go. And I want to put it out for Chris. Chris, good job, man. Very, very, very proud of you. Yeah, we were talking about. We're dealing with it, a lot of stage fright, insecurity, all that stuff. And I said, this place has helped me so much. Get out there and do it. And 2 months from now, you'll be all jumping around and stuff. So here we go. All right. First song I'm going to do is I'm heading off for, what's it called? Vacaville Prison tomorrow. I used to do this thing before the pandemic. I used to go into San Quentin a lot for these programs that they hold for a year with the guys inside. And by the end of the year, they've just looked at themselves inside and out. And then somebody like me comes in as a, quote, victim of crime that shares their story and hears their stories. And it's a beautiful time of sharing and healing. And I'm going to get to take my guitar in and play this song. It's called Wounded Sacred. We're all wounded, we're all sacred. This was inspired by a teacher, mentor, friend of mine, Ken Buddigan, many years ago. So put it out for Ken, too. Tell me what is at the heart of our inhumanity. Tell me, how did it start, all of our war-filled history? Tell me what pulled us apart, caused racist insanity. Tell me, how did we depart from our sacred mystery? Tell me, when will we realize we're each of us the same? When will we look in each other's eyes and see we all feel the same pain? Tell me, when will we shed our disguise, stop the projection and the blame, connecting with the woundedness inside our sacredness will be reclaimed. Woundedness and sacredness, who we all are at our depths, showing us our blessedness, the beauty of our soul. Owning our pain, we'll confess, each of us just like the rest. Divine in all, will manifest, wounded sacred, will be whole. Show me what it is that is real, what my brother's going through. Show me what my sister feels, let me try walking in her shoes. Show the honest truth our wounds reveal, that we're a work in progress too. Show the sacredness no more concealed, see the divine in all anew. Show me the reason we are here, all together at this time. Surely not to live in fear, this simply can't be God's design. Show me how we can recall that we're doing our best, and then be kind. See the same hurt in all and others we'll hold near, our hearts will open as we find. Woundedness and sacredness, who we all are at our depths, showing us our blessedness, the beauty of our soul. Owning our pain, we'll confess, each of us just like the rest. Divine in all will manifest, wounded sacred will be whole. Help us see the antidote for our nation's arrogance. Knowing good and evil absolutes is just irrational nonsense. Help us know using others as scapegoats, our inner wounds will be enhanced. Healing our pain at its roots, sacred in all will be evidence. Woundedness and sacredness, who we all are at our depths, blessedness, the beauty of our soul. Owning our pain, we'll confess, each of us just like the rest. Divine in all, will manifest, wounded, sacred, we are whole. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow. I'm so excited about this. It's going to be great. Did you just walk in? Yeah, I was telling you, I'm going in to the Folsom, what is it? Sacramento, inside Vacaville Prison tomorrow to share with a bunch of guys, and I'm going to get to play that song too. So I'm so excited. Let's see. So speaking of God, yeah, which we don't do a lot in this Unitarian church, but this is. I always tell people it's like if you think you know what God is, you're wrong. But this is a song called "What God Is." So yeah, here we go. And I just want to warn you: the second verse is in Hindu mythology, the musk deer, which is where the scent of musk comes from. The musk deer searches the world over for the scent that comes from itself. So that's in the song too. And how's it start? As a fish swimming in water, unaware it's all around, so we inquire of another, where in the world can God be found? I swim within my small lagoon, long to be free, swim in the sea, clear the channel, make some room, invite the sea to flow in me. All in all, we cannot fall. We know God is all in all, just need recall, releasing all we thought we were. We'll know what God is. As a musk deer seeks another for the scent it holds inside, to know it in sister and brother, see God inside in all we find, searching the whole wide world over, something that will fill the hole. It's not an emptiness we'll cover, infinite wholeness of our soul. All in all, we cannot fall. We know God is all in all, just need recall, releasing all we thought we were. We'll know what God is doing. Do 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 do. Come on. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. One more time. Do 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 do. Oh, I can't see God within without seeing God without. It can't be found here or there, it's everywhere. It's all about I can't see God without seeing God within. All that is, all that will be, it is all that has ever been. Now, as a flower turns its petals toward the sun, bask in the light, we turn our heart and our head till we see God in all our life. All in all, it's all that is, it's everywhere around within. To feel that awe, know that bliss, it's now our turning shall begin. All in all, we cannot fall. We know God is all in all, just need recall, releasing all we thought we were. We'll know what God is all in all, we cannot fall. We know God is all in all, just need recall, releasing all we thought we were. We'll know what goddess is, what goddess is. Oh, what God is. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah, what God is. All right. That was Barbara's favorite word in the world. Did I get a convert tonight? No. Now, you know, God to me, I always say it's the oneness. That's my two definitions of God. It's the oneness and the mystery. And I use the word God for that. This song is First of all, I would like to thank Ram Dass. I absolutely love Ram Dass and his teachings and stuff, and he's been with me my whole last 50-some years of my spiritual life and introduced this world to the West. Namaste. Y'all everybody know what namaste? Yay, namaste is that which is in me is in you. I honor that which is in you, which is also in me, whatever you want to call it. And it's also a tribute to this little 5-year-old kid that I met back when I was 19 and I had a spiritual conversion experience and I didn't know what to call it, so I called it Christianity because it's the only religion I knew. Then I went off to Christian college and got very into Eastern stuff and came home. And this guy that I knew from my Christian minute, he had a Christian handicap camp for little kids. And he called me up and he said, I need you. We have one little boy and no male counselor. I'm like, dude, I'm not the same guy as a year ago. I can't be preaching that. He goes, oh, no, we really need you. That's okay. So I get there and every day he's like, did you tell him yet? I'm like, no. And finally, the last day, I had this beautiful little kid named Mikey, and we just hit it off, and we were like loving good best friends for a week. And every day this guy's like, did you tell him yet? Did you convert him yet? And I'm like, so the last day he came up to me, he said, did you tell him? I said, you know, Tim, I don't see a lost little boy when I look at Mikey. I see a beautiful little soul that's just here to lighten the world. And he's like, I'll do it. And he takes Mikey and he plunks him down, and Mikey starts looking out the window to the brook over here, and he gets his head brought back. And when it was over, I picked him up, and this beautiful little boy was shook. It just shook. So I went out to one of our little favorite stumps, and we sat there at the stump, and gradually he started calming down. And at one moment, the breeze blew his face, and he just went, "Whew." And I'm like, Mikey, you feel the breeze? That's God. And then the birds flew by, and it startled him. He's like, "Woo!" And I say, Mikey, you see the birds? That's God. And then he started listening. Really, I'm like, what are you listening at? I'm like, oh, he's listening to the brook over here. I say, hear the brook, Mikey. So that's where this song comes from. Feel it in the tingle, the wind on the skin. Feel it as we mingle among friends and kin. Aware of it or whether or not it's everywhere we've been. It's everyone we've known and loved. It's without and within. Namaste, namaste, I see me in you, in me. Namaste, namaste, to love myself is to love thee. See God within, I vow this day. From my heart, all I meet, I'll say. Namaste, namaste, my heart to yours. Namaste. See it as the birds fly by, the joy and the thrill. Watching clouds float in the sky, the peace so tranquil. Sitting quietly alone, discover when we're still. It's everywhere, below, above, in valley and on hill. Namaste, namaste, I see me in you, in me. Namaste, namaste, to love myself is to love thee. See God within, I vow this day. From my heart, all I meet, I'll say. Namaste, namaste, my heart to yours. Namaste. Hear it in the bubbling brook, nature's lullaby. Each loving gaze or glancing look each passing being's eyes, to find it in all that is. All we need to do is try to know the unknown, unheard of, the source of you and I. Namaste, namaste, I see me in you, in me. Namaste, namaste, to love myself is to love thee. See God within, I vow this day, from my heart all I meet I'll say. Namaste, namaste, my heart to yours, namaste. It's everywhere, everyone, it's everywhen, in all we've done, remembering to recall it's one in everything under the sun. Know it in the troubled heart, feeling it is alone. Within each time we make a start to stretch and learn and grow. Stretch out our hand, spread our heart in every seed we've sown. Our soulful yearning grown, where of divine within is shown. Namaste, namaste, I see me in you, in me. Namaste, namaste, to love myself is to love thee. See God within, I vow this day, from my heart all I meet I'll say. Namaste, namaste, my heart to yours, namaste. Namaste, namaste, my heart to yours, namaste. Got time for one more? Okay. Well, all right, I'm talking about God, so if you want to know what God is, look to your left, look to your right, there it is. God is us. So let me see. Lift me higher, let me see your face. And every face I see, lift me higher, let me know the grace of God living as me. So the time has come for us to take a step beyond the door, showing us how to make this world heaven forevermore. When we have seen the world as one, seen one instead of two, well, no, we have now all become divine as me and you. Lift me higher, let me see your face. And every face I see, lift me higher, let me know the grace of God living as me. The time is now for us to show the nature of our wealth. Let go and grow, and God will know the truth about ourselves. Like limitation, there shall be a part of who we are. Abundance is all we shall see for all, both near and far. Lift me higher, let me see your face. And every face I see, lift me higher, let me know the grace of God living is me. Survival of the fittest, that won't fit us anymore. Surrender to the all in all is how we will ensure that everyone will have their fill as children in tune with God's will. As the sun shines upon us, we'll lift each up so none will fall. Do 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 do. Lift me higher, let me know the grace of God living as me. So now we live in heaven, and forever here we dwell, realizing it too was our choice when we thought we lived in hell. Unlimited the universe, unlimited our lives, in God's abundant love immersed here always we've arrived. Lift me higher, let me see your face. Every face I see, lift me higher, let me know the grace of God living as me. Lift me higher, let me see your face. Every face I see, lift me higher, let me know the grace of God living as me. Thank you very much. Thanks, Dad.
Thank you, Tom. You lifted us higher and higher. Yeah, nice. So we'll hear from Barbara next. Okay. Well, no pressure, but if you want to share something, that would be great. You want us to bring the mic down? And after Barbara, we have time for at least to start another round. So I guess, Marjorie, you'll be up next if you have another song. Are you? What? Well, how about a sing along? Yeah.
They haven't turned it on yet. Now it's on. Oh, this is a song I sang in high school, and I just thought, well, why not? Don't even bother to practice or anything, and just maybe a pianist will be there, but no such luck today. So I'm just gonna do a stumble through, and then maybe I'll come another time after I practiced. Okay, no light either, but my memory isn't very good either, so, okay. Anyway. Hey, Phoebe, give me a C over there. Can you give me a C? Above middle C. Okay, thanks. My day in the hills has come to an end, I know. A star has come out to tell me it's time to go. But deep in the dark green shadows are voices that urge me to stay. So I pause and I wait and I listen for one more sound, for one more lovely thing that the hills might say. The hills are alive with a sound of music, with songs they have sung for 1,000 years. The hills fill my heart with a sound of music, and I'll sing once more. My heart wants to sing like the wings of the birds that fly through the booms, through the trees. My heart wants to sigh like a chime that flies from a church on a breeze. I'll laugh like a brook when it trips and falls over stones on its way to sing through the night like a lark who is learning to pray. I go to the hills when my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've heard before. My heart will be
Good to sit down.
Someday, oh, deep in my heart, I do believe that we shall overcome someday. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe that we shall overcome someday. We shall live in peace. We shall live in peace. We shall live in peace someday. Oh, deep in our hearts, we do believe that we shall overcome someday. We'll stop ASAP. ASI. Artificial superintelligence. We'll stop ASI. We'll stop ASI someday and hopefully soon. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe that we'll stop ASI someday. All right, yeah. Yeah. So I hope Everly will play again. Hey, Jeff, Margaret, anybody who hasn't yet performed tonight want to? Tom? Anybody else? Now's your chance. Judith, if you have, okay, I have a joke to tell. I have another joke. This is the joke I told my godmother who got dementia. I read through a book of jokes, and when I found one that worked for her, that just made her laugh her head off, I told it to her every single day. And when I left, I wrote it down on an index card for the nurses to tell her, because I just, laughter is healing. So, and I personalized it. Her name was Edith, and she worked with a woman named Christina who was not very nice. And so I said, Edith, do you remember the time that Christina asked you if you told the boss that I was a witch, that she was a witch? And Edith said, well, no, Christina, of course, I would never tell the boss anything like that. I don't know how he found out.
Okay. Oh, it is out of tune. I'm so sorry. This isn't my, well, just this guitar just got given to me, so it's not gonna. It needs the action needs to be fixed, so I'm just gonna play down here. Please sing along, another Joni Mitchell. Rows and flows of angel hair, ice cream castles in the air, feathered canyons everywhere, I've looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in my way. And I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's clouds, illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all. Moons and Junes and Ferris wheels, the dizzy dancing way you feel when every fairy tale comes real. I've looked at love that way, but now it's just another show. You leave them laughing when you go, and if you care, don't let them know. Why give yourself away? And I've looked at love from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. I really don't know love at all. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and circus crowds, I've looked at life that way. But now old friends are acting strange. They shake their heads, they say I've changed, but something's lost and something's gained in living every day. And I've looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know life, nor love, nor clouds at all. Thank you.
Would somebody like to do another song or other jokes or something else, or shall we call it a night early? We usually go till 9. I'd love to hear Everly do another one if she wants to. Yeah, Barbara, would you like to sing another song? Um, I'm not really feeling it because I need to practice. Hey, but thank you all for coming tonight, and hope to see you next month, if not before. Oh yes, thank you, Paul, and Jeff, and Everly for doing sound. Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh, there's still pizza back there, so have some pizza. Good.